Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
What's going on, people? This is Influence and welcome to the Monday morning, I should say, news. I haven't done this in a while, but another TFCON Orlando has finished, and with that comes a third-party panel review that I like to go over. Now, this is just stuff that I was interested in. There's not a ton that I was interested in, so I mean, this video might bring you value, might not, depending on what you were interested in. I just like to preference that with or preference it with that, because some people are like, well, why didn't you cover this? Because I wasn't interested in it. Got my not notes, because you know I don't script anything, but I do have the pictures that I want to go over in the products. So panels have gotten lackluster lately, and it's reasonable to understand why, because companies are starting to use their own platforms to reveal stuff, and it just makes more sense business wise, because why pay, why give all the press to somebody else when you could reveal something your own and drives traffic to your own site and all of that stuff. So even companies are starting to direct to consumer. I know Fans Hobby is, and also Magic Square. I just bought some stuff off their website, and we'll see what happens with that. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. Like I'm sure they wouldn't have started up, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get into what we are here for. X-Transbots had a big reveal, I guess. They had a lot of repaints of their punch counter punch. I saw that, wasn't really interested in it, so that's not here. I don't have pictures of them, but and shout out to TFW. I got all the pictures from them. They always post up all the slides on there. And yeah, like I was saying, X-Transbots is doing a bunch of repaints, but they did show off renders of their Constructicons that are coming. And it's cool. You got Teardown, who is Hook, I believe, and it looks good. The renders look good, but then Punch and Counterpunch renders look great as well. And then they came and it wasn't as great as I wanted it to. So they showed a few slides of their Hook in alt mode, and they're all renders, so take it for what it is. There was another member, Gravedigger, which is their can't even remember. I don't remember Constructicon's names all the time. So they showed the arm mode. Then they already showed a long haul, which is their big load. And that's fine. And they're all humongous, but I think they are where they should be. They're as big as Grapple. And in the cartoon, they were the same size. Grapple and the Constructicons were the same size. So I guess they're going off by that. And I mean, depending on how you feel, I'm good. I like Constructicons big. So I think they were big. They should be big. We'll see how the build quality is. I have a video coming talking about X-Transbots and their build quality. Also have a Fans Toys video talking about prices coming. So subscribe if you want. Stay tuned for that. Then they showed a picture of all of them together. Like, they look nice together. And I know Mixmaster was in vehicle mode. They probably didn't have a render of his robot mode for some reason. I don't know why. But then they showed all of it together, and it looks good. It looks pretty good. I'm just hoping the build quality is there, because we all know they showed all the Devastator's heads. I guess he's gonna have different looks. Like, some of the looks, I don't know what they are. You got different smiles, different things. They have the toy version, the cartoon version, but then there's a couple looks here. It looks like Frankenstein almost. I don't know that yellow version. And Fans Toys showed off some new tapes, which I'm actually excited for. However, I'm excited for MMC's tapes, because they look like, we'll get to that, but they look like they're working on some new tapes as well. So I'm hoping we get the dinosaurs from MMC. But that's what's coming. You got the rover thing, and then the dinosaurs and Buzzsaw. So yeah, the dinosaurs, I really like the non-core tapes. I call them the non-core extracurricular tapes. They're not the ones that everybody knows. Then they had Rat Back. I think that's a great looking Rat Back. And they have the black version of Soundwave, which we all knew that was coming. And lo and behold, Fans Toys does what they do best. They show a render of a Constructicon. Of course they did, because X-Transbots is showing off all of theirs. So it looks good. I mean, I don't expect anything less from this company. I don't know how much it's going to be, but it still looks good. Then they show what the leg looks like. It looks like it's going to have different parts come out to use instead of the arms. It's going to be like an extra piece or something to make it more stable. We know how heavy it's going to be. So, I mean, maybe they worked it out. People are buzzing because they're mad that they released this picture and didn't finish the other cabiners. I mean, I think they already showed that the other cabiners are coming. It's just when. So I don't really, that really didn't ruffle my feathers at all. And next to Galvatron, you see how big he is. He's a big boy too. And as I feel the Constructicon should be. Next to Soundwave. Then vehicle mode, which looks good. Then MMC shows a Rat Bat, which I was looking forward to. I knew, or I didn't know, but I thought they would do some of the other tapes. Like I said, the extracurricular tapes. Those are the ones that I'm interested in now, because we are almost, I mean, I want Ramhorn too, but we're close. We're close to him. So I'm glad they're looking forward towards the future. And so they showed Rat Bat. And even though I think the birds were too big, Rat Bat's probably too big too, but I'm still going to get him. And they showed off their Protectobot, the leader. What's his name? So they showed that off. Of course, I'll write it. I don't know it because I forget. And they showed the combine mode. Now, I'm not in for their combine modes. Their robots always look good, but the combine mode I'm not in on, so I don't know if I'm going to be in on this set as a robot mode set. It was light for me as far as interest. That's it. As far as what I was interested in. They did show a lot of stuff. Fans Hobby had, I'm just going to mention some. I don't have slides of them, but Fans Hobby showed off a couple of their projects. It was like Magic Square showed a couple of things. I actually ordered that Optimus Prime that Magic Square showed. The small little, I like those. I have the RC. It's this little novelty. I like a novelty figure. It's not that expensive. They're still pretty cheap. Like, I think it was $29. So that's still a pretty good, reasonable figure. And it doesn't fit in any place in my collection except if I put it with the RC. So I hope everybody that went to TFCON enjoyed themselves. I really would like to go to another city, like a LA or the Orlando TFCON one of these years. I went to Baltimore last year, which was great. It looked like a great time. It was a great time to get together with other collectors, even if you don't enjoy the actual show, like even if you don't buy anything, it's a good time. So I encourage you to get out to those cons if you're interested. I know it can be awkward. It was awkward for me the first time I went because I did go by myself and I didn't really know anybody. So, but it's great. Everybody I've met at these conventions are really great people, and they'll welcome you, especially Realm of Collectors and Bobby. Like they really will welcome you at these conventions if you go out and you just introduce yourself. All right, so that's pretty much it for that news. Like I said, subscribe because I do have videos on X-Transbots and Fans Toys. They're not the greatest. They're not positive videos on either, but it is a discussion. So leave me something in the comments. Just let me know what you were interested in. All right, so thanks for watching.
Life ain't no. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.